Hey, if there's one thing I know, it is a heck of a lot harder to build a profitable business when you have not clearly chosen who it is that you really want to sell to and decided who's your ideal buyer persona. The other thing that people struggle with, and it ruins your business, is when I ask, what do you do? What do you sell? Who do you sell it to? The words don't come out of your mouth. They're not clear. They don't make sense. And trust me, if it's not clear to you, it is not clear to your customers and it's hurting your sales. So I am giving you my 12-minute life-changing, literally mini course. Who's your ideal customer and what is it that you do? Can you even explain it? Let's go. Go grab it. It is totally my gift. I know I can help you sell more if you nail these two foundational pieces. So go get it now. fashionbrainacademy.com/your-customer. Don't overlook this. For those of you who are thinking, I know this already, you are the ones who probably need it the most. Don't build your business on a rocky foundation. Go get it now. Let's get into the show today. So today we're going to talk about 4 buyer persona mistakes you might be making and you don't even know it. So first thing I'm going to say is that this will literally kill your business. When I see product-based entrepreneurs, any entrepreneur, but I work with people who sell physical products, when I see them struggling, it's often because they have not niched down deep enough and they haven't had the courage to truly choose an ideal buyer persona and go after them. And going after everyone means you're going after no one, which means nobody knows what your marketing is for if it's for them. Okay, so 4 buyer persona mistakes you might be making, but you don't realize it. Number 1, you're afraid to turn people away. So a lot of people I work with, a lot of women especially, we are people pleasers. We want to make people happy. We don't like to disappoint people. That is just part of our DNA. And it's a lovely, I don't know, feature in some ways, right? In other ways, it's stupid. So it's stupid when it comes to business, right? You want to believe that actively attracting the right person to your business, the ideal person to buy and to give you money and pay full price and not complain and tell their friends and come buy it back and buy more. The ideal person, actively attracting them means you are okay with and you will actively repel other kinds of people. So if somebody is hard to work with, if somebody's always looking for discounts, if somebody's kind of gets your product, but doesn't really and always wants you to change it a little, that's not an ideal customer. And you need to repel them on purpose. It doesn't mean you're hating on them. It doesn't mean you're mean. It just means, yeah, anybody can buy from me, but I cannot market towards everybody. Okay, Target doesn't market towards everybody. When you see the ads for Target, who are they really going after, right? Anybody can buy at Target, right? My dad would buy lots of stuff at Target. They don't make ads for old guys, right? They have ads for college students and for soccer moms. That's who they market towards, but all kinds of people can shop. If you are afraid to turn some people away and actively repel a segment of the audience, you're going to have a hard time getting sales. Okay, number 2, mistake, not choosing a real human being as your buyer persona, your ideal customer avatar, whatever you want to call it. Believing what you learned in school, what you hear gurus saying, which is, quote, a buyer persona is a fictional representation of your ideal client or target audience, end quote. Wrong on so many levels. Like, doesn't work. Like, I've tried it. I've created a million buyer personas over the years. The only one that truly works is choosing an actual human. Write this down. Who do you most want to see using your product? Who do you most want to see using your product? You sell mugs? Who's the perfect person? By that, they understand the value. They get it without convincing. They have access to money and they actually like your product. Those 3 things are really important. I've covered that in the past. I cover that in all my programs. So believing what they say, which is this is a fictional representation, a compilation of people, is a terrible way to do a buyer persona. What I want you to do is to choose an actual human, not a celebrity, but a person that you know of, your friend's cousin, sister, someone you used to work with, a college friend, like whatever you want to do. But just think of a human being, one person who maybe they're your muse, and everything will be easier. Choosing your products, your fonts, your colors, what words you can use in your marketing, all of it will be easier if you have the courage to choose an actual human. Number 3, mistake that you might be making and you don't even know it, is thinking that you can only go after the people that you know and people like the people that you know. So the main part of number 3 is truly if you're not able to understand what's possible. If you grew up in a town where everybody shopped at Walmart and spending $45 on a shirt was like a really big night, then it will be harder for you to believe truly that there are people who will pay your prices and truly that you can get to them because you didn't grow up with these people. It's not natural. You don't know them, right? So what I want you to really think about is your cost, pricing, anything kind of values that is just ingrained with you. These are the stories that we have that we don't even know that they're there. That does not determine who you can go after for an ideal customer. Here's an example. Ages ago, I worked with a woman who sold a very, very high-end women's wear product, clothing. And it was for women in their 40s who had lots of money, who were maybe on the board of something. Maybe they worked, maybe they just had, a rich lifestyle, whatever. And she's like, okay, I'm selling these, $1,200 jackets, but I don't even know these people who have this kind of money. So what she did was she got a job. I suggest these kinds of things to lots of entrepreneurs, and they hardly ever do it, but this one did it. I said, you need to know these ladies. You need to understand these people. You need to believe it's possible that women like this will spend money on your stuff. This is your perfect persona. You need to believe that she would choose you, right? So what she did was she had a full-time job. She's starting her store not her store. She was starting her clothing line, and she got a job just on Saturdays at a very high-end boutique in the suburbs. Like she had to haul booty out there. And within weeks, she's like, oh my God, I totally understand these ladies. They're not at all what I thought they were like. I thought they would be rude and cold. They're lovely. She made connections. She ended up selling to that boutique consignment. Some of the shoppers, some of the store people who worked in the store with her ended up having trunk shows with her at their homes. Like she totally understood because she was able to get out of her own head and think, I could actually sell to people that I have not a lot of experience with. I just need to understand them more. Boom. Number 4 is similar to number 3, but it's a little different. Mistake is to only go after the people you think you can get to buy. I don't even want to tell you a story because it pains me. Ouch. But years ago when I had my retail store, it was in a neighborhood that was kind of preppy and, sorority girls all grown up and things. And they were pretty conservative and, they would spend money and they were lovely people, but they didn't have much of an edge. And I wanted to go after women who shopped in Europe, understood winter wool. Like I wanted to go after for lack of a better expression, a cooler person as my ideal customer, but I didn't think I could hang. It wasn't that I didn't think that they would pay the prices. I just thought that I'm in this particular neighborhood with this boutique. These are the women that live here. If I go edgier, I'm going to lose them. Will I get those really hip girls to shop here? I didn't understand what's really possible, but mostly I was afraid to go after what I really wanted. So I dumbed down my product. I dumbed down the designs. I dumbed down making the clothing understandable to cater to the average preppy woman in the neighborhood. And it really pains me that I did that because had I believed more that I could attract the ideal person, I could have designed and marketed towards her and made a business with an ideal customer that would be more fun for me to work with, more fun to get up in the morning and design for. So these are the 4 things. Number 1, let's review. You're afraid to turn people away, meaning you're people pleasing. You are not believing that actively attracting who you want at the same time means you actively on purpose repel another segment. Number 2, not choosing a real human as your persona and believing it's a compilation of people, which is wrong and does not work very well. Number 3, thinking you can only go after the people like the people you know. And number 4, going after only the people you think you can get because you're afraid to choose your niche and go after the person who's cooler and more fun to work with. All right, I hope that helps you. I am giving you, giving, no strings attached, a core training from my program, The Club. And it's all about what it is that you do. Can you explain it? Who is it for? Who's your ideal customer? It comes with a couple worksheets. It is a mini course that packs a huge punch, and people have told me it has transformed their business. You can get it totally for free because building your business on a rocky foundation ain't gonna be no fun, and you're not gonna make enough money, all right? So go get this little mini course, do the worksheets, reach out in social if you have questions. You need it, I promise you. fashionbrainacademy.com/yourcustomer. Go get it. Let me know how it goes. When you get clearer on what it is that you actually sell, to whom and why, everything becomes easier. The customer stands up and notices who you are, why you exist, and they want to give you money. And your life is easier. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.